like building up Bilbo's appearance, but the extended version sets up these people a lot better. I think most people know there's a lot of practical effects and forced perspective to make the height differences for the hobbits look more convincing, and they're
Oh boy, I forgot this. Okay, here we go.
really well
Yeah, that's
done.
amazing.
Though I always thought it was a little weird they spent millions and millions on this and didn't just hire little people. Oh, except for the farm shot.
Oh my god!
Well, they did.
The first thing this just answers itself. It's like, oh, because they wanted the actors. The actors. They needed the actors to act.
That is
also
a little
hobbits
person
are
on the screen
midgets.
right now. That is a scale double on the screen for Frodo.
They wanted
Hobbits
the
aren't little
actors.
people. There's a
Hobbits aren't
difference.
just little people.
One
they're
of the
not-
Yeah,
actors
like
that they wanted,
you do casting for a reason, and the casting in this movie is fucking phenomenal.
Yes, it's
And
one of the biggest
you can't just
compliments, like-
replace the people with like some random
Also, as
person.
Night
That would
Priest
be
just
insane.
mentioned, midgets are not hobbits. That's not you can't appeal to species. What do you mean?
One tiny person, they're all the same. All the tiny people are the same. The amount of dwarves, gnomes, halflings, whatever, it's all the same.
It's like if Peter Dinklage played like the giant in Infinity War. Imagine someone said like, "Ooh, should have cast
Giant
a tall person for that, not Peter Dinklage." Like, huh?
Yeah, they should have had Yao
What?
Ming play.
what do you mean?
Why
It's
does it
like-
cast an actual
well,
giant?
because an approximate correct person should be what you have a species be played by. It's like, this is weird, dude. Like, I don't want to go to this place. What are you doing?
Which kind of makes me question it even more. They're good enough for the far-off shots, but not the close-ups.
Yeah, because they need the actors for the close-ups.
What do you think? How does he feel about stunt doubles?
Yeah, what's so odd to me about this is he's like, this makes it even weirder that they not only didn't have the actor, the parts where they speak lines played by the small people, but they do use them for the shots where you can't see their faces. Like, that all makes sense. What do you mean?
So is
Peter
he trying to
Jackson is
say
the great
that-
deceiver.
Is he saying that he thinks that the scale doubles should have just played the characters?
Pretty much, yeah. He's saying that they
pretty
should have
much, right.
hired
That's what I assume he's
little
saying.
people
Okay,
for all the hobbits.
So the scale double for either Merry or Pippin, I can't remember, is a woman. How does that work?
Well, you can put on a
I
voice.
think one of them didn't speak English either,
Well, that's pretty gay.
You can put on
if I remember
Yeah.
correctly.
put on an English.
You can stand with an accent though.
Millions on this and didn't just hire little people. Oh, except for the far-off shots, which kind of makes me question it even more. They're good enough for the far-off shots, but not the close-ups. I don't know. Maybe they want actors who are somewhat well-known, and yeah, these weren't huge stars, but they were known.
It's not about whether or not they even like. Sure,
like actors who can
but
act,
they need acting. Yeah, like that's
And they
the
were
main.
casted specifically for these roles. Like,
Yeah.
Like, there aren't
Oh
that
my
many
God.
little people in the world generally, and the number of those little people who are actually quite good actors is also tiny. So there might be an alt universe
tiny.
version of this movie where Warwick Davis plays every single one of the hobbits, and it would be funny, but I don't think it would
To me-
improve on Elijah Wood.
The question answers the question. It's like, why did you hire these actors? Like, for their acting.
yeah,
Yep.
Because they're
For the
very
role,
talented.
really.
They fit the vision.
Like, okay, I guess that might make some sense on some productions, but not here.
And there weren't really that many.
Maybe
little
there was
people
some
stars.
like little people guild that paid Doug to say that in this video.
the Lollipop Guild.
Yeah, the Lollipop Guild or the Lullaby League. Someone.
huge stars, but they were known. And there weren't really that many little people stars back then, so it feels a little odd, but it doesn't take away from the great performance.
No offense to anyone or anything, but like he's saying it as though we've got loads
We
of
love you.
little people stars right now. It's like, what do you mean? Like back then
Yeah,
there
but-
wasn't. You're like,
So have they
Warwick
just
Davis.
they've multiplied since then?
I don't know what he means. Like, if
Bred
the little
over
people
babies.
raised
Like
today,
rabbits,
yeah.
yeah.
I was like, okay.
All little people.
That many
Except they
little
won't,
people
they just
stars
CGI
back
them.
then, so
We've seen
it feels a
them.
little odd, but it doesn't take away from the great performances all these people give.
It doesn't take away from the performances. Why the
fact
fuck
that
would
I mean,
it?
that's
Such an odd
Ian
point.
Holmes
Good to
isn't
know.
really a
That's good
midget.
to know,
Doesn't
man.
take away from his performance. That's very fair.
Weird point to
And
make.
I think he also praises the casting in one of these.
Oh,
movies,
yeah.
right? You might have cut that out, but yeah. So you can't have that point and then like question why they cast these people. Like what?
Despite not being a midget, Elijah Wood does an excellent job at portraying Frodo Baggins. Despite Elijah Wood's shortcomings as being a normal person.
Yeah.
Oh, shortcomings.
Despite his tall comings, he's able to play a short person.
I never hear anyone else bring up this argument. Maybe it's just me.
Oh yeah, I had to keep that
Maybe
in.
because it's
There's
retarded.
probably
Yeah.
a reason why.
To start this part with, I never hear anyone bring this up, and it's like, think about why.
All these people get.
No,
I never
Doug's
hear
a
anyone else
trailblazer.
bring up this argument. Maybe it's just me. Even though the actors are all great, wonderfully picked and everything, I think it's where they didn't go for little people to be the hobbits. They can do it.
But why?
Wait.
Such an old point.
No, it's like
I want to see this.
He knows why they got hired. He acknowledges the performances, but he can't square that circle in his head. I think he has a problem, right, guys?
I want to see the expression of his friend when he says these words. I need to know what the immediate, like, subconscious reaction is to hearing that sentence coming out.
That's his
of Doug's
brother,
mouth.
right? I think.
Yeah, that's his brother. Also, as someone mentioned, he should be bringing up Gimli too, right? Because John Rhys Davies is like fucking
He's
7
super
foot or
fucking
some
tall.
shit. Yeah.
And it actually worked very well because they filmed like the hobbits and him in separate scenes, and then you can splice them both together. So since he's like ahead and shoulder taller than all the hobbits, it fit really well to what the actual height should be.
He's just excellent as Gimli. Like, the idea that it's like, yeah, but you're too tall. He's like,
perfect.
but he's not, because he can kneel. So
Why is he focusing? Why is Nostalgia Critic focusing on the height? Like, surely you could also, if you wanted to, draw the line at things like makeup. Like, Ian McKellen's nose isn't actually that big. Gimli doesn't, or John Rhys Davies doesn't actually have that beard like that. Orlando Bloom's hair is not that long. Why not cast someone who has really long blonde hair?
again,
Yeah.
because
Makeup is
we
just
need
lies anyway,
the
yeah,
actors for the acting. It's just such a weird. But
It's nonsense.
I think you'll get an impression of maybe where this comes from in a second, from a defensive position, because his brother starts to mention it now.
Faraway shots, but not the close-up shots. I think that's weird. And they spend a fortune trying to do all these other effects and force perspective, which just hire little people. That seems
They
so
didn't.
weird
They didn't
to me.
try. It looked really good.
It's amazing. It's
Yeah.
arguably the blueprint for ever doing this again.
Really
It's seamless.
think of it
It's
at the time.
perfect.
Make sure we call it that.
Force perspective, which just hire little people. That seems so weird to me.
I didn't really think of it at the time. Hollywood's only liberal when they want a virtue signal.
Like,
What?
what?
Why
Like,
are we talking? Why,
what?
we got political in here.
It's
Okay, that's not
so
where
now
I
they've
thought we were
said
going to go.
Hollywood, like, they should have done it because it would be the liberal thing to do, but they only do it to virtue's sake. There's such a, like, what the fuck are you guys
So they
talking
wanted
about?
them to
Yeah,
virtue
this is
signal, like,
actually-
what's your point?
Funnily
Just
enough,
what the
I
fuck
thought
are
they
you
were just
talking
making a
about?
movie, right?
funnily enough, it's actually kind of the opposite. Because if you look at what they did with the Snow White movie, they basically could have hired dwarves to play the dwarf parts, but didn't. They swapped them out with
They got
CGI
sabotaged by a
characters
dwarf. Yeah.
because they didn't want to upset people.
Well, yeah, that was due to Peter Dinklage comments on the thing, which is
Well-
fucking retarded.
Yeah, there's a bit more to it than that. Like,
Yeah, sure.
apparently they had already decided to do that, and so Peter Dinklage's comments were just kind of a convenient excuse.
Ah, I see.
I'm certain there was no consideration on the front of whether or not this is moral. They were just like, we need the actors, and then to portray them smaller, we'll have either kids or little people in different,
Yeah.
whatever.
It kind of contains its own counter argument anyway, because he says, I didn't notice it at the time, which kind of implies that if he had noticed it, it would have been both more moral, but also more noticeable, and therefore probably worse. So, what do we want? Do we want this movie to look good and be the best it can be? Or do we want to say, well, hang on, that midget they cast for that Hobbit can't act, but by golly, they sure did cast that midget, and that's good.
I think I disagree at the
Midgetness,
outset
but
of the if you have a hobbit or a dwarf or whatever, you have to hire a shorter person or a midget or a little person or whatever. I just be like, that's not what morality is. What are you talking about? This is a fantasy. These aren't even real species.
Yeah.
You have to find an actual hobbit, catch one in the wild, and then cast him in your movie.
It's true. Yeah, like a snipe.
a
Yeah,
fa-
like,
a fantasy
I'm
dwarf
all
isn't
for,
a
like-
fucking human dwarf. They're
Yeah,
different. Fucking.
To be clear, I'm not saying that they should have just had John Rhys Davies standing the whole time. It's like, no. I definitely agree with that. What I'm saying is what the actors truly are in real life is not actually much of a concern as long as the movie magic is in place.
My guess is they'd be like, we want to make money, and we need this thing packed with as many stars as possible. I want Elijah Wood, Sean.
Why is it so cynical?
I
Why
don't
wouldn't
know,
It just
like-
be that they want to be best actors. Like, why are they assuming like, oh man, we need to get the most popular people. That's why we can't hire any short people.
Yeah,
Because there are
they
no
didn't
famous
do that.
And they
Yeah.
didn't. Like, Viggo
What?
Mortensen wasn't known at all at this
Yeah.
point.
Yeah,
I don't even
and
know why we're
his
saying
own
that's the case.
Well,
all
Yeah,
Doug
his
had
own
said that
video.
earlier.
Like the first
He'd even
Yeah, his
mentioned
own
that some of
video.
the stars aren't that,
Yeah.
big.
Yeah. What are we even
So, there's
talking
just a-
about?
Well,
It's so weird.
Ian McKellen, they got him for his name. It's like he's also amazing as Gandalf. I don't know. It's
Yeah,
just-
but he's not
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
a wizard though, so he shouldn't have been cast.
Shit. That's not even a real hat. They made that up.
He took a
this
job
is
away
just
from a
one of-
real big-nosed person.
Exactly.
Like many of the actors in these movies weren't that big at all, really. When
Oh, yeah,
came out.
was
This-
one of
this-
the
these
biggest,
movies
right?
made them big.
Kidding me? Everyone knew
Or
Billy
Elijah Wood,
Boyd.
it made him small.
Wow.
Ouch.
I asked him, like, they weren't the biggest stars of all time, but
We're little people, there's not really a ton. Like,
gonna do it, the example that would have been set would have been Time Bandits.
or Willow.
I would not have.
If you're gonna do it, the example that was set was Time Bandits and Willow. What are you
Willow.
talking about?
It's also just said that
don't even know those
they
movies,
didn't
really,
cast
so.
little people because they wanted to get as big a stars as possible to make the movie more palatable to the audience. And though the stars weren't the biggest stars in the movie, they should have made it more like Time Bandits. That seems to be the argument.
Fucking bizarre.
The brain is just running around in circles, running. Doesn't know where it's going.
If they did that, I wouldn't have had a problem.
No.
So long as
If they did that, I wouldn't have had a problem. Like,
I feel like you would.
Okay.
I feel like that would be the only thing you'd be talking about.
if all of the hobbits and dwarves were played by unknown little people actors, I feel like it would be of note. People would be like, oh, that's, yeah. But if they were good, it would have been no problem. But it's tough to find them as good as the actors you had.
And he mentioned Willow specifically. If they were going to do another Willow, but if they were going to do another one, and if you wanted to portray Nelwyn, which is what the species is, the little people, they're Nelwyn, you have to cast them as midgets because of like the proportions and everything. That's what the Nelwyn are. You can't do forced perspective with a regular person because it literally would not fit the species.
You are right, because they're kind of locked in at that point if they've portrayed them that way, but they didn't have to when they first made the film. It wasn't like it was a moral obligation to do so. That's a decision they made, you could say, stylistically. You know, and you can. It's fine. It's just that Lord of the Rings didn't, and you don't have to. You really never, you do not have to. Funnily enough, should they be shitting on Rings of Power then for being extremely immoral? Because that was created in the modern day, and a lot of them hobbits are not, or rather proto-hobbits or dwarves are not little people, so fuck that
I
shit.
don't
It'd be
know
interesting to know
if they
what they
used
think
a single
about
scale double in that.
Rings of Power.
Rings of Power sucks, just in case anyone didn't know.
It sucks balls.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. I'm sorry.
they're really good actors.
Yeah.
Certainly would have made things cheaper.
Yeah, well, that's what's so funny.
Why? Because you have to pay them less? Because they're little?
Wow.
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 One quarter portion.
Here's your tiny little check.
So funny. It's really something we're much more cognizant of now. It bothers
We are more cognizant now. What are you talking about? You've invented a world for yourself to be mad at. I don't know what the fuck's going on here.
me when we try to retroactively, like, oh, this movie's problematic because it's. Like,
Yeah, no, like nobody was thinking about
I'm like,
that.
one, they're not.
They're actually talking about how they, as you know, moral
politics of
beneficiaries of
hobbits.
2020s, can look back on Lord of the Rings failures and that they didn't know. They didn't know. It's like
I'm just shocked this comes up in a fucking Doug Walker stream video thingy. So we're getting political. It's like, what's happening?
Oh,
So they
he's
wanted
gonna
them
bring
to
up the
vote.
Iraq War.
What?
Say that again. Can I have that on tape?
You will have it on tape. It's
Iraq.
coming.
Oh, I think why. I think I know why.
It's going to come up, and it is one of the most bizarre sort of. Even with this warning, you're going to be surprised.
It's gonna be the Sauron's, right? It's fucking.
Don't you worry, we'll get there.